Here's how you triple your VA compensation so you get large VA benefit payments. Let's start off with one of my favorites. I call this one the hat trick.
Major depressive disorder, 70%. Migraines, 50%. Sleep apnea, 50%. Those are 3 solid claims right there. You don't really have that much farther to go. Here's what this looks like on paper. 70% for major depressive disorder, 50 for sleep apnea, and 50 for migraines. You can see some other things on here, but clearly this veteran started focusing on high-value claims, and he's not going after the knee strain right and the shin splints and the knee strain left, even though he has service connection for them. He's increasing claims that are actually going to get him into the Hundo Club. If we pop over to the calculator here, 70 plus 50 plus 50 equals 93%, rounded down to 90. So you're already almost there. You literally need 2 more points to get to 95, rounded up, in the Hundo Club. High-value claims, make sure mental health is one of them. Bilateral plantar fasciitis. A 30% ratings when a veteran has no relief from surgical or non-surgical treatment methods. So that's shots, inserts, arch supports, taping, and then 30% only applies when it affects both feet. 20% is when the veterans meet the above requirements, but only impacts 1 foot. And then a 10% is for cases of plantar fasciitis classified as otherwise. So that could also be applied to 1 or both feet. Now let's move on to sleep apnea. This is another 50% rating. Here is the marker right here for a 50% rating for sleep apnea. The veteran requires the use of a breathing device such as a CPAP machine. Tactics and minimal exposure is what I'm all about. I teach it in my boot camp. Check it out, combatcraig.com. Another rating that veterans get is a 30% rating. That's basically daytime hypersomnolence or excessive daytime sleepiness. Now let's go on to major depressive disorder. This one's a 70% rating. Here's an example of a good solid rating of 70% for major depressive disorder. And here's the rating criteria for major depressive disorder for 70%. Occupational and social impairment with deficiencies in most areas of your work and social life. And you can see here that depression is actually listed as one of the symptoms here. All mental health claims are the same. PTSD, generalized anxiety disorder, all of them are all lumped up into one mental health rating. So major depressive disorder is actually easier to win than PTSD, and it's a symptom of PTSD. So path of least resistance, might as well go with the easier claim to win and get paid the same. If you have a solid lower back rating, 40%, you might want to go this route. Here we have invertible disc syndrome of thoracolumbar spine, 40%. And then the little down arrows are secondaries. So right lower extremity, 40%, left lower extremity, another 40%, and then a third secondary for somatic symptom disorder with depressive and anxious features. Somatic symptom disorder is the mental health part of the pain. So this veteran turned 140% rating, added 3 more secondaries on it, and then once they're service connected, it doesn't say primary service connection or secondary service connection. They're just service connected. This is the way to go if this is what is going on in your body. Here's another way to go. Traumatic brain injury at 70% and 100% rating for PTSD. Separated. They didn't combine the two. This is exactly what it looks like, and this is the way that it should be. If it's like this for you, I mean, this is 100 and a 70. And you might even be lowballed for the TBI. So you might even qualify for special monthly compensation T. So if you meet that criteria, that's a whole different ballgame. That's over 10 grand a month, tax-free. No matter what happens here, you're going to need medical evidence. If you need medical evidence and your VA doctor won't give it to you, private doctor, whatever, you can't get it, you buy it. That's what you do. Send an email right here and say, I need medical evidence to prove and win my VA claim. All right, well, we're doing kind of lower ratings and then layering on secondaries. Let's do degenerative disc disease with secondaries. We have our anchor point, which is degenerative disc disease at 10%, and then secondary, sciatica, left lower extremity, 10%, depressive disorder, 50%. Sciatica, right lower extremity, 10%. So that's turning a 10% rating for DDD, which may or may not need an increase, but definitely filing another 70% worth of secondaries will get this thing up and get you into the money.